Test. Testing. Hello? Hello? Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the special open meeting of the Suez Town Council, Friday, November the 14th, 2025 at 6 p.m. in the Sonora Center. So we'll call the meeting to order, and may I please have a motion to approve the agenda? Thank you. Councillor King, Councillor Bennett, all in favor. Thank you very much. So I'm going to read a statement from the chair on wastewater, garbage and recycling budget of November the 14th. Good evening, everyone. Council appreciates you taking the time to attend this special open meeting. We look forward to hearing your thoughts and input concerning the water, sewer, landfill, garbage and recycling budgets for 2026. It is being held at the Sonora Center so residents can attend in person and listen to the comments and concerns from the speakers who have registered to be on the agenda. Town councillors and administration are present to listen to what you have to say and take notes. We will not be responding to comments or questions during this meeting. This meeting is being aired on our YouTube channel as well. Administration and council will meet in council chambers on Tuesday, November the 18th to look at, discuss, and make decisions on the utility budgets reports. They will respond to public questions raised tonight at the onset of the November 18th meeting. Any further correspondence and feedback forms received by noon on November the 17th will also be considered. Feedback forms are available here tonight. Residents may attend the meeting on November the 18th, but it is not a forum for public speaking. There is limited space in council chambers, but the meeting can also be watched on our town YouTube channel. We know that water issues are extremely important to our community. It is essential that we continue working to ensure the provision of safe, reliable drinking water to our residents. Some of the budget items planned for 2025 have been delayed, so they will be included in the 2026 budget. In 2025, the quarterly billing system for utilities was started. This was a confusing and time-consuming project for our staff and for residents, but we think most of the concerns have been dealt with and it will be easier to manage going forward. We have received some requests to speak about the status of the water meter installations. An update on this project will be provided at the beginning of the November 18th council meeting. There will will be another special open meeting to hear public input on the operating budget and 5-year financial plan here on Thursday, December the 11th. So we will now proceed. Well, first of all, I'll explain that we do have staff reports, which are in the papers that you were able to pick up. Were they? There were some there. Okay. And they also, this was televised, so it was on the November the 12th meeting. The explanation of all of these, you can certainly go back and watch that at any time. It's on our town channel. The staff reports included in this package today are the 2026 to 2030 domestic water utility budget, the 2026 to 2030 agricultural water system budget, 2026 to 2030 sewer operating budget, and the 2026 to 2030 waste management operating budget. We have also received 2 pieces of correspondence on the 11th, of the 13th of the 11th month. We received an email from Natasha Rojas, which had budget questions. That's included in the package. And on the 14th, we received an email from Lynn Rankin, also asking about budget questions. Both of those have been included in this correspondence from the meeting. So we will now go to the public presentations. And we have 2 speakers on the list. Each person will be provided a maximum of 5 minutes, and they will please come up to the microphone, and we will be taking notes, but we will not be responding to it, but that will happen on the 18th. Okay, so the first speaker that we have is Ron Sargent. Thank you.
Good evening. Now, my concerns is with the water. I know we have water issues throughout the whole valley and probably the whole province of BC because Summerland is still on level 4 water restrictions, according to the news this morning. But I think we've got to look at and figure out the funding for a lot of things because we're a small community. We only have 5,500 people, which isn't a lot of tax-paying people, a lot of taxpayers, because if you have 5,000 people, you probably have 2,500 residents. So you're pulling money out of, a small spot, but pay for an $80 million water treatment plant. That is a hell of a lot of money. We may get grants, we may not get grants. The grants that the Kelowna water treatment plant got was from the federal government, from what I could find on the computer, was 24 million. BC government gave them 16 million. They have a much larger population than we have. Their treatment plant was budgeted for 75 million. That left their town with a $34 million shortfall that the town has to pick up. I don't know how this town can afford a $34 million bank loan to pay that. That's a lot of money. I also looked at another one, which was Williams Lake. Their government gave, the provincial government gave them 8,000. The federal government gave them 8 million. The federal government gave them 9 million. The town had to come up with 64 million, I think it was. Again, their population is 11,000. And their total treatment plant, I went with the wrong numbers. Anyways, their treatment plant cost 60, and Williams Lake had to come up with $64 million, which is something that maybe our town could afford. I don't think we can afford a $34 million bunch of money to be borrowed from. Our town only has, like I said, 5,000. We're putting a lot of money into, we borrowed, or the $5 million was what's supposed to be what was our meters were gonna cost. Then I see in the budget for the meters, they want to borrow another $800,000. So whoever put out the bid, which I'm thinking was True Mechanical or True Consultant, since they're the engineering firm that we have on retainer, if I'm correct. And if they're that far out on a $5 million, I'd hate to see what they're going to be out on an $80 million bid. In that, and again, consultants, they just eat up our money like crazy. For that $80 million, 14 of that $1 million, $14 million, according to the book, is going to consultants. We're looking at a 3-year plan and a company's making $14 million. Again, like one of the counselors said, we should have all been consultants. There are other problems with when we're looking at the $80 million, that doesn't include the $5 million for a reservoir. It doesn't include a number of other things. When I was looking through the budget, I didn't get a lot of time. With the Williams Lake, they said that that's using 15% of their tax base is being put this year towards their budget towards the water. How much are we putting percentage of our tax money is going towards the water treatment plant? And how many years are we going to be looking at 15, 20, 30, 40% increase when it comes right down to once we've got the treatment plant up and running? It's just a lot of money. I know we need clean water. I'm not disputing we need clean water, not disputing we needed meters, but we've got other things that are pressing too besides the 64 or the 80 million. What about the police station that's coming up that's going to need to be renewed? Are we going to have money to for that? I can see you guys all want me to stop.
Thank you, Mr. Sergeant. Sorry, that was 5 minutes. That's why we have stopped you. Thank you, and please know that we are taking notes and we will answer questions on November the 18th. Okay. The next person on our list of speakers is Brian Sorensen. Is Brian here?
I am here, but I'm not ready to present because.
So would you like to come up to the microphone and explain then? Are you Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Okay. Are you not choosing to speak then?
I'm not ready to present. I was unable to get the information required.
Okay, so thank you very much. If you're not going to speak, that's.
Thanks.
So what we will do with this information is our CAO and our administration will look at putting together some answers for the questions that were asked in the letters and the speaker tonight, and we will deal with that next week. Please know that if you still have questions, there are forms that you can fill in and return to the town. And we will deal with those as well, as long as they're in by noon on the 17th. So we then are finished with the public presentations, and I will entertain a motion to terminate the meeting, please. Councillor Chong, Councillor Poderica, all in favor. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for coming.